Here we go, boys. Week 3, Dallas Cowboys. What is up, Fin fans? Let's get ready for these Cowboys. Let's get ready for Dak Prescott. Let's get ready for Amari Cooper. Let's get ready for Ezekiel Elliott. Let's get ready for DeMarcus Lawrence. So, Miami Dolphins is heading to Dallas. It's our first road game after getting completely and utterly slapped by the Baltimore Ravens and New England Patriots. But I will say this one thing as I wipe the sweat off my lip. We'll say this one thing. A lot of people thought that it was going to be a complete and utter butt whooping by the New England Patriots. And don't get me wrong, you don't score any points. I don't care if it's a 23-0, if it's a 9-0. You don't score any points. You got manhandled. But holding them to 13 at half, and then giving up 14 points over turnovers, I liked what the defense did. I like to see that growth in the defense, you know? So, like usual, this is the breakdown of today's episode. Whatever you want to call it. Injury report, got a little tidbit in the middle. 5 ways the Miami Dolphins can beat the Dallas Cowboys. Now, will it happen? I'll tell you at the end. Is it likely to happen? I'll tell you at the end. Do I want it to happen? Hell yes. Let's jump into the injury report, which I have on my phone. So it seems like the usual suspects are always on these injury reports, but there's a new addition. I think that's a band or a group. Ken Webster is now on the injury report with an illness. He was limited Wednesday, but he played the rest of practices. But Charles Harris, full practice. Then why is he on the injury report? Trent Harris, the linebacker, is limited. It's questionable for the game. I love how Charles Harris had a full practice, but they still put him questionable for the game. He's playing the game. But Trent Harris, limited, questionable. Rashad Jones is out. We already know he's out. Josh Rosen, full practice. Why? Oh, his knee, because of what happened against the Patriots. They had to throw it in there. But he'll play. Like I said, Ken Webster. And then Albert Wilson is hip/calf. Did not practice all week. He is also out. So the Miami Dolphins are going without Rashad Jones and Albert Wilson, which kind of sucks. I'm not going to lie to you. Never lie to you. Ever. Sucks. It really does suck that, especially Rashad Jones. I want to get Rashad Jones back in there because he can really help against the run. Have him up press at the line of scrimmage where he likes to play. Thumper, have Bobby McCain be in the backfield covering all the other stuff. Going to go out without Albert Wilson and Bobby McCain. So we got that as the injury report. Two things I want to talk about real quick before I get into the 5 things that the Miami Dolphins have to do to beat the Miami Dolphins. Because they beat themselves. No. 5 things that the Miami Dolphins have to do to beat the Cowboys. 1, this is Alan Hearn's first time back in that stadium since the injury last year. He's got a lot to prove. He's not a schlep. Especially with Rosen in. I'll talk about some intangibles after I talk about the 5 ways or 5 things the Miami Dolphins have to do. But, we'll see how this pans out for him. The other thing, Taco Charlton. If you guys don't know what Jerry Jones had to say about Taco Charlton, he said, and I quote, he is wilted in bad practices. The D-line got to eat meat, eat that red meat. So he's calling him weak. He's calling Taco Charlton weak. Charlton, I don't know how to say it. Called him weak. Now, he's been with the Dolphins for 2 days before practice, so he's only had 1 practice before the game. Floyd said it could be a possibility that he plays. He might get a down or 2, maybe a pass rushing down or something. But he says it's going to be hard to get him into the game because he's only been with the team for 1 practice. But after hearing what Jerry Jones had to say about him, I'd throw him in there. Just so because he's pissed. Robert Quinn is who's going to beat me out. All right. And I just put him in there. Put him in there for just, please. Say we're down by, say it's, I don't know. It's just whatever. It's a close game, right? It's a close game.
What an idiot.
Throw him in there. Let him get after Dak. Throw him in there. But yeah, that's just, I got some of the things I want to talk about. But I heard noises and I thought it was on my feet. It was my notepad. Keep this in. Let's talk about the 5 things the Dolphins have to do to beat the Cowboys. Now, my last video, someone said those 5 things are for every game. Blah. They're different. Some of the things, yes, are the same because just do this and you'll have a better game. But they tend to be different versus who the team is playing. Like week 1, I said you need to contain Lamar Jackson because Lamar Jackson's going to run on you, all that stuff. Week 2, I said you got to get in Tom Brady's face because he's that type of quarterback. It varies. I would say 2 or 3 out of the 5 is the constant, and there's about the other 2 or 3 that it varies on who we're playing. Number 1, again, in no specific order of importance to non-important. Number 1, you got to stop Zeke. So essentially, you got to stop the run. You need to limit what they're doing. You need to be calling better plays on defense. You need to be putting people in the right position. The people that are in that position need to use their heads. And you need to stop the run. And you need to limit Zeke. Will it happen? Probably not. This dude is incredibly dynamic. He's an incredible player. And he makes a lot out of nothing. There's a reason they paid him as much as they do. But to win this game, you have to limit him. You have to kind of make him obsolete and put it all in Dak Prescott's hands. So that's what you got to do if you want to win the game. You got to stop the run. You got to stop the run because then it makes them into a one-dimensional offense. You can pin your ears back, go after the quarterback, throw Taco in there, have him go after the quarterback. Then you don't have to worry about play action and have the guys stop. Oh, wait, play action. Oh, and then got to stop the run. Number two, you got to help Rosen. You weren't really helping Fitz with all those drops last week. So many possible touchdowns dropped, even week 1 against the Ravens with Preston Williams with the drop and touchdown. And you got to help your quarterback out. Not only with the wide receivers and the running backs, but the offensive line. Help your quarterback out, especially Rosen. Now, Rosen can make something hopefully out of nothing with his legs. He's a little bit more athletic than Fitz, but you got to help him out. If the ball hits you in the hands, I don't care. I always scream this at the bar. You get paid to catch the ball. You have one job most of the time. It's the other time you help the run block. You have one job. If the ball hits you in the hands, you catch the ball. Help Rosen out. Balaj. Ass of a game last week. Like, you literally cost the pick 6. Help Rosen out. I'd have, the fun fact is, a little side note, Kenyon Drake had a lot more snaps week 1 and week 2, but they're not using him properly. I'd have Drake in there more often, throwing passes to Drake more often. Drake can do some more. I don't know what's going on with Balaj, but he's been struggling as of late, but you got to help Rosen out. Give him a few more seconds in that pocket, fight for him, please. That's what I'm hoping is happening. Number 3, if I'm talking about helping Rosen out, if I'm talking about giving this man a chance to win the game, run the ball. Not only do you need to run the ball and stick with running the ball, but run the ball. Offensive line, open up some lanes. Running backs, stop making stupid decisions. Put Cox in there. Run out of the I formation, the single back formation. Run the ball. You run the ball, it opens up play action, and it gives the quarterback more time because they're worried about the run. You got to run the ball. You got to produce runs. You got to open it up. And then when you're producing runs and when you're eating up clock, your defense is able to breathe. Last week, our defense wasn't able to breathe because the offense was... It's like, what word can I use without cursing? That's what they were, all right? Bad. You scored 0 points. Your defense held the New England Patriots to 13 points by halftime. You got to score. Come on. Pick 6 because your running back smacked the ball up in the air? Come on. You throw a pick 6 into a crowd, Fitz? Come on. Help out. Please. Got to run the ball. Run the ball. Number 4. The thing the Miami Dolphins have to do if they want to beat the Cowboys, it's got to get after Dak Prescott. Don't make the man comfortable. Make him jittery. Make him afraid that every 5 seconds he's going to get hit. Got to get after Dak Prescott. Make him uncomfortable. Get in his face. Whether it's Charles Harris, whether you're blitzing Baker more, you got a Guavin in there. Whatever you need to do. Van Ginkel. I can't wait for this dude. This is the other thing we got to think about. Actually, I'll talk about it after these 5. Sorry. I got like 900 things running through my head that I want to talk about. And if I don't write it down, then I think about it and I want to say it, but then I'm like, wait for it because it's not in correlation with what I'm saying. And then I forget about it after I say it. But you got to give to Dak Prescott. If you stop the run, like I said before, if you make them one-dimensional, it'd be even easier to get after Dak Prescott. Even easier. The number 5 thing the Miami Dolphins have to do to beat the Cowboys. What do I say every week, boys? I'm going to bring this microphone up. No mistakes. That's what we need, fellas. No mistakes. No pick sixes. No costly penalties. No costly PIs. No people in the wrong spots. No offensive linemen running into each other, falling over. No people blocking when they should be running routes. No people running routes when they should be blocking. I get it. This is a very young team. I get it. Inexperienced, except for a few pieces. I get it. Limit the mistakes. What was the point of the TNT wall if you're making stupid mistakes to cost the game? Now, is it costing the game? In hindsight, when you lose 59-10, or when you lose, 43-0? I try to black out some of these scores. It's not really costly mistakes that cost you the game, but if you take them all and put them together, it really is. If you take them out, maybe it's a closer game, like 2 pick sixes, and we're only down by 20-something points, or we only lost by 20-something points. Yeah, I get it. We still lost, but you know what I'm saying? Limit the mistakes. So those are the 5 things the Dolphins need to do to beat the Cowboys. Will they beat the Cowboys? Everyone wants to know. Doug, will the Dolphins win? You were praying and hoping for a miracle last week, and it almost happened 13-0 at halftime. They had their throwbacks on. Will it happen this week? I'll give you my honest opinion. I don't know. I really don't. Now, I'm going to get called delusional. I get it. I'm going to make shirts. I'm going to make shirts the delusional DouglieDoWrong. I'm going to make shirts because it's hilarious to me. It's hard for me as a diehard Dolphins fan that has loved this team for 20 plus years, that has them literally tattooed on my arm, just to be like, we're going to lose. But it's after 2 weeks of it, you're just like, we're going to lose. It just depends on how much. I really want them to win. A lot of people are like, why would you want them to win? What is winning going to do? You want that first overall pick, blah, blah, blah. I don't give a boop about the first overall pick. I don't give a boop about any of that stuff. Like, when I read these things, I'm like, I don't care. I want to win. That's all I want. If we win 4 games this year, right? We beat the Jets twice, right? We beat the Giants just because I live in the area. It would be nice. And we beat the Patriots, right? I'm happy. If we get the 3rd overall pick, who gives a boop? Who I want Tua Tagovailoa. I don't give a boop about Tua Tagovailoa, or however you say them. I don't care. I want to win. So again, Doug, you didn't answer the question, you big idiot. Are the Dolphins going to beat the Cowboys? Like I said in my video the other day, my picks video, a lot of the Dolphin YouTubers, K-Flexin, TD's literally in Dallas right now with his wife, who's a huge Cowboys fan. So for a fact he wants the Dolphins to win. Like I said, K-Flexin has a bunch of people that are going to get on him if the Dolphins lose. Same with Great One. All these Dolphin YouTubers in the community just really want this game. I really want this game just because I want this first win. It always feels good to win. There was a saying by a Dodgers announcer that says it always hurts more to lose than it feels good to win. And it is so true. It is so true. But I want this first win. No, I don't think they'll win just because of how bad it's been the past 2 weeks, but I hope that they win. How about that? I really hope they win. I hope they pull this out. Hope they surprise the world. I hope all of a sudden this team plays like no one else's business. Any given Sunday, fellas, any given Sunday, we are literally crowned the worst team in the NFL. Maybe some people are even saying we might be the worst team in the history of the NFL. I don't think so. I don't. I think it's just the young players that have just got installed into this offense a few days or a week before the season started, and I think they need to get their shit together. It's just going to take a minute. So I want them to win. I really want them to win. But if you put a gun to my head and say, are the Dolphins going to beat the Cowboys? No. Now, where 21.5 or 21 and a half points are given to us, I think we'll cover that. I don't think we'll lose by that much. I think actually with Rosen in there, the team will be a little bit more competitive, especially on offense. He has this connection with Preston Williams that is just something different. And Gesicki and Parker, and then Alan Hearns has something to play for. I think this game is going to be a little bit closer. If we do lose, I think it won't be by double digits. It might be 14, right? I don't think it'll be by 30, 40 like we've been. I think we'll be a little bit more competitive. But yeah, that's what I think. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think. You guys can call me a hater. You can call me a fake Dolphins fan all you want. But I know who I am. It makes me laugh when I read these comments. But be sure to comment below. Let me know what you guys think of the 5 things that I think that the Dolphins need to do to beat the Cowboys. If you have anything I didn't say, be sure to comment below. I love reading you guys' comments. Even the mean ones, I still love them. I comment on them. I say thanks. I love reading all you guys' comments. So be sure to comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Let's get to one of you guys' comments of the day. This one came straight from Twitter. It was a very good comment. So I was like, I'm going to pick this one from Twitter. And this is what is his name? Shake Money 78 had to say to me. And he said to me, "Hey Doug, I hope this makes comment of the day." Well, it did. How come before this season, Miami Dolphins had no talent? Now we're trading away all our talent. How can we trade something we never had according to you guys? Hope you don't mean you guys as in me, because I never said that. But I'm assuming you mean you guys as in the media. But I see where you're coming from, right? When the season started after we drafted Wilkins and, we got into the groove of it, a lot of people said, we lost talent that we had last year. We were 7-9 last year, and you let, Tannehill go, you let Cam Wake go, you let certain players go. You don't have as much talent. How do we give talent away is what he's asking. Well, because we got 2 first-round picks for Kenny Stills and Laremy Tunsil, mostly Tunsil. Kiko Alonso we traded away. Kind of what? Oh, we got a player for that. It was a player-for-player trade. And we trade Mika Fitzpatrick for a first. We did give away... This is what I have to say. Don't listen to those people. Because if they say we had no talent and we had no good players, I remember I heard that a lot. So I'm not telling you you're wrong, but I heard that a lot. And I was like, what are you talking about? And I raffled it off. Tunsil, Xavier Howard, Mika Fitzpatrick. I started raffling off names. Rashad Jones, TJ McDonald. I started raffling off names. Like, we have a ton of talent on the team. And the reason that we have a ton of talent and the reason why they are talented is because people are giving us first-round picks for them. So there's that. So I guess that kind of answers your question, that we did have talent. And that's why we got first-round picks for them, because we had talent. We didn't give it away. Again, the Dolphins didn't want to trade Mika Fitzpatrick. The Dolphins tried to sit down and hash things out with Mika Fitzpatrick. The owner, the GM, and the coach all sat down with him. He wanted out in training camp. It is what it is. The dude made up his mind. He didn't want to be here. Laremy Tunsil, the Dolphins did not want to trade Laremy Tunsil. But if you are offering up 2 first-round picks in a second, it's so hard not to say yes. Even Laremy Tunsil said he would trade himself. So I get that people say we had no talent, but we did have talent. And it just sucks that we traded it. But we're looking towards the future. We're looking to build a dynasty. We're looking to build on the young players and do all that stuff. And that's essentially what the Dolphins are doing. A lot of you guys to this day still want me to admit that they're tanking. Call me a fake fan. You call me all these names because I won't admit that they're tanking. Keep calling me. I don't care. Don't bother me because I don't think they're tanking. I think they're doing a rebuild. They're doing a hard reset. And it just sucks right now because they're doing a really hard reset. That's what they're doing. But you can keep saying what you want. And I laugh at it when I read it. But I hope I answered your question. If I didn't, I'm sorry. Maybe I can be more explicit I can explain myself more in the comment section. But be sure to follow me on Twitter. That's where I got the comment from. Next comment is going to come from you guys below, so be sure to comment below. But be sure to follow me on Twitter. As soon as news breaks, I tweet it. Just like Antonio Brown getting cut today. It was hilarious. I made a 2-minute video because I don't give a whoop about it. He's a head case, and he's a me person, and he just doesn't know when to shut it and stay out of trouble. So be sure to follow me there. Also, be sure to check out the Bit Boys. Tomorrow, I'm putting out a Madden video. I think there's a new tug of war going on Mutt. I'm going to play that. Again, I ask you guys, for you guys that already had 50 or really good Madden players that are following me, if you can help me out, help me get to that 50 max level, I greatly appreciate it. I'll send you a wristband to help with the channel. So get at me, either email me, hit me up on a DM on Twitter. Let me know. Really appreciate it. Give this video a thumbs up. Honestly, I think, and this is what I think. This isn't facts. This is my opinion. This comes from here in my heart. Honestly think that the team is slowly getting themselves together. You kind of saw it with the Patriots, and then the 2 pick sixes kind of took the sails out of it. The offense needs a spark. The offense needs something to get it going. Fitzpatrick was not helping. Fitzpatrick was just dead air. So they need something. Will it be Rosen? I don't know. I'm not going to say yes. I'm not going to say no. But they need something. And give this video a thumbs up because maybe he's that something. Maybe we score a touchdown or 2. Maybe we score more than 14 points in this game and make it an interesting game. So give this video a thumbs up for that. Give it a thumbs up because you enjoy the content. Be sure also to check out DolphinsTalk.com. Great site. Very great site. Also Sportscaster. It's a streaming service. Really great site over there. Other than that, hit that subscribe button if you haven't hit the subscribe button. Again, we're on the road to 10K. We're at about 7.3K. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't hit it yet. I will not stop making Dolphin videos. I will not stop making videos for you guys. I don't care how bad they do. I don't care what people's perception of them are. I don't care what people's perception of me are. I keep it 100 with myself and I keep it 100 with you guys. If I say something, I mean it. And if I was wrong or if my mind changes, because things change, you could change your mind, I own up to it. Just like Rosen, just like Tunsil, just like a bunch of things. Just like I said we were going to go 6-10 and then I was like, nope. I was wrong, so I own up to it. But other than that, I'll see you guys Sunday, hopefully with a win against the Cowboys. I'm hoping and I'm praying. I'm hoping and I'm praying. But other than that, I'll see you guys Sunday, post-game. But like usual, stay classy. I love you guys, every single one of you, all of you. Guys that hate me, guys that love me, guys that laugh at me. I love you all. Fins up.